By the time I graduated from college, I'd been a bridesmaid about 17 times. And everybody I knew was getting married. And I was just determined not to get married at that time. I wanted to pursue my own career and my interests.
People have long wondered if Marlo Thomas is immune to the pressures of fame. But the whole story goes far beyond what they know. A love story that spanned decades, a life devoted to philanthropy, and an appearance that seems to defy time, Marlo continues to captivate both fans and critics alike. Her life has been as vibrant as her career, but recently her ever-evolving appearance has sparked intense curiosity, leaving many wondering if she's discovered the secret to timeless beauty. So, what's the real story behind Marlo Thomas's ageless appearance? And as she stayed out of the drama, does she have her controversies? Join us as we explore the interesting details of Marlo Thomas's life. Try not to gasp. That girl who changed everything. Long before Marlo Thomas became a star of American television, she was just an imaginative, headstrong little girl with big dreams. Born in the chilly streets of Detroit, her family soon packed up and moved to the sunny, glamorous world of Beverly Hills, California. Growing up in a home filled with laughter, music, and the aroma of her mother's delicious Sicilian cooking, young Marlo was surrounded by showbiz legends and lively family traditions. Her father, the famous warm-hearted comedian Danny Thomas, filled their house with his booming laughter and larger-than-life personality. Her mom, Rose Marie, also added a fiery, loving Sicilian touch to everything, from homemade pasta to passionate family debates. This rich mix of Lebanese and Sicilian heritage created a colorful, noisy, and unforgettable childhood for Marlo, her younger sister Terry, and her brother Tony, who grew up to become a top Hollywood producer. From the very start, Marlo wasn't one to blend in. Even her name came from a cute incident. Her family called her Margot, but little Marlo stubbornly mispronounced it, and the nickname stuck forever. That funny twist became a symbol of her fierce independence and playful charm. Though Hollywood lights glittered around her, Marlo wanted to prove she was more than a comedian's daughter. She worked hard at the posh Marymount High School and later earned a teaching degree from the University of Southern California. She often joked that she needed a piece of paper that said I was qualified to do something. But deep inside, her heart beat for the stage and the thrill of performing. Her early career wasn't paved with gold. Marlo climbed the ladder step by step, landing small but memorable roles in hit shows like Bonanza, McHale's Navy, and The Donna Reed Show. These roles taught her patience in a business known for slamming doors. Then came her breakthrough in 1965 when the legendary director Mike Nichols cast her in the London stage version of Neil Simon's Barefoot in the Park. Performing in the buzzing city of London, Marlo dazzled audiences and critics, setting her on a rocket ride to stardom. Marlo starred in a charming TV pilot called Two's Company that same year. Though the show didn't take off, it caught the eye of a network executive who saw a spark in Marlo that couldn't be ignored. With that encouragement, she cooked up a bold idea for a show about a young woman chasing her Broadway dreams in the bustling, wild streets of New York City. Executives were nervous. At the time, most shows centered on married couples or family life. Could audiences love a single, working girl living on her own? Marlo believed they could, and she was right. That girl was born, and it was electric. Audiences fell in love with Anne-Marie, the stylish, funny, and fiercely independent actress that Marlo brought to life. The show became popular, one of the first to show an unmarried woman living boldly on her terms. When the show was nearing its end in 1971, the network and its sponsor, Clairol, begged Marlo to wrap it up with a fairy tale wedding. But Marlo held firm. She didn't want to tell young women that marriage was the only dream worth chasing. Instead, The final episode had Anne-Marie taking her boyfriend to a women's lib meeting, a brave move that ruffled feathers but made Marlo proud. For Marlo, life wasn't about fitting into someone else's script. It was about writing her own and inspiring countless women to do the same. Just as she preached, she didn't stop at that girl. What more did she go on to accomplish? From that girl to global icon. After dazzling the world with that girl, Marlo wasn't ready to sit back and relax. Oh no, this actress was just getting started. Eager to stretch her wings even further, Marlo dove headfirst into serious acting studies at the legendary Actors Studio in New York. There, she trained under the master himself, Lee Strasberg, and continued her journey with the talented Sandra Seacat after his passing. Their influence shone through in her breathtaking performance in the TV drama Nobody's Child, which earned her a coveted Emmy in 1986. Always gracious, Marlo gave heartfelt thanks to both of her mentors. But Marlo's adventurous spirit didn't stop at acting. In 1972, she sprinkled creative magic into children's lives with her beloved book, Free to Be, You and Me. Inspired by her adorable niece, this colorful book taught kids they could be anything they dreamed of, whether astronauts, artists, or their authentic selves. It became a joyful, groundbreaking TV special, filling living rooms with songs of freedom, friendship, and self-love. Later, she followed it up with Free to Be, a family, spreading warmth and unity far and wide. That same year, Marlo put her star power behind politics, serving as a California delegate at the Democratic National Convention and joining forces with feminist icon Gloria Steinem to launch the Ms. Foundation for Women. Marlo didn't just talk about equality. She put on her marching boots and ensured women's voices were heard across America. Marlo's vibrant career glowed through the decades. She charmed audiences with memorable guest roles in shows like Law and Order, Special Victims Unit, Ballers, and Wet Hot American Summer, 10 years later. And in the 1990s, she lit up screens once again in the smash hit Friends, playing Rachel Green's glamorous, slightly rebellious mother, Sandra. The role was a cheeky nod to her own That Girl character, a young, single woman chasing her dreams in the big city. Marlo loved the irony and proudly called Rachel the That Girl of the new millennium. Her film career sparkled just as brightly, with roles in Jenny, Thieves, Deuce Bigalow, Male Gigolo, and the heartwarming LOL alongside Demi Moore and Miley Cyrus. She also delivered unforgettable performances in powerful TV movies like It Happened One Christmas and Nobody's Child, proving she could make audiences laugh, cry, and think. On stage, Marlo's talent was equally radiant. She starred in Broadway hits like Social Security and The Shadow Box, and brought down the house in Elaine May's hilarious George is Dead. Off-Broadway, she wowed crowds in The Vagina Monologues, Clever Little Lies, and many more soul-stirring plays. But Marlo wasn't just a star on stage and screen. She became a best-selling author, penning 7 inspiring books, including Growing Up Laughing and It Ain't Over Till It's Over. Her heart of gold shined brightest through her work with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, where she continues her father Danny Thomas's legacy of hope, healing, and love. She donated all royalties from her books and CDs to help sick children, proving her generosity knows no bounds. Even in the digital age, Marlo kept her sparkle alive, creating marlothomas.com, a vibrant, empowering space for women over 35 to connect, dream big, and embrace their fabulous selves. Through every dazzling chapter of her life, Marlo Thomas has been an unstoppable force of creativity, courage, and compassion. But was she just an actor, or was she something more? A true pioneer. Marlo was a true pioneer who changed the game for women on and off the screen. In the 1960s, when TV mostly showed women as housewives or side characters, Marlo broke the mold with That Girl when she played Anne Marie, an independent young woman chasing her dreams in New York City. Anne wasn't waiting around for a man. She was making her way. And Marlo made sure she wasn't just the show's star, but also the producer behind the scenes. This was almost unheard of for women then, but Marlo proved women could be in charge too. Off-screen, Marlo was just as fierce about standing up for women's rights. She was a lifelong friend of feminist icon Gloria Steinem. She helped create the Ms. Foundation for Women in 1973, one of the first organizations in the U.S. to focus on supporting women's causes. Marlo used her fame to amplify women's voices and ensure they were heard. Her work didn't go unnoticed. In 1996, she was honored with the Women in Film Lucy Award for her creative contributions and for being a powerful advocate for women everywhere. While Marlo was changing the TV world, she never forgot her father's work. Her dad, Danny Thomas, founded St. Jude Children's Research Hospital in 1962 to help children with serious diseases, no matter their family's ability to pay. He dreamed no child should suffer, and Marlo kept that dream alive. As the National Outreach Director for St. Jude, Marlo has spent decades raising awareness and funds to help the hospital. She worked hard to keep her father's legacy alive, and one of her most significant accomplishments was starting the Thanks and Giving campaign in 2004. This initiative encouraged people to donate during the holidays, turning the season of giving into a powerful time to help sick children. In 2019, Marlo helped bring children's art to life with the hashtag #GiveThanksExperience, an art exhibit in Lower Manhattan. The exhibit showcased colorful, life-size pieces created by St. Jude patients, bringing attention to their stories and showing how art and hope can heal. Marlo Thomas didn't just change the face of TV, she changed the world. But this brings us to the question, what was her love life like? A love that lasted for decades and beyond. In 1977, Marlo Thomas appeared on Donahue, the popular television talk show hosted by Phil Donahue. Their meeting sparked what they both described as love at first sight. Their connection was immediate and undeniable. By May 21, 1980, they were married, marking the start of a beautiful relationship that would last for decades. Phil moved from Chicago to New York City to be with Marlo, bringing his children from his previous marriage. Marlo embraced her role as a stepmother, but with a unique perspective. Instead of taking on a traditional mother role, she focused on being a supportive friend to Phil's children. As she shared with AARP magazine in May 2011, "From the very first day, I decided that I was not going to try to be a mother to Phil's children in the traditional sense. They already had a mom, but instead to be their friend." Over the years, these friendships grew stronger, with Marlo expressing pride in how close she remained with her stepchildren even after 30 years. Phil Donahue, who was her loving husband for over 4 decades, passed away on August 18, 2024. His death, following a prolonged illness, left a significant void in her life. She was absent from the Today Show for the first time in 21 years, where she had traditionally kicked off the hospital's Thanks and Giving campaign alongside her siblings. Her brother, Tony Thomas, stepped in to represent Marlo during the show, explaining to the hosts that Marlo needed a break to cope with her loss. He conveyed that Marlo, though deeply saddened, is doing as well as expected, considering the circumstances. Their marriage lasted for 44 years and was a remarkable love story that many admired for its chemistry and depth. Tony shared that everyone who knew them was astonished by their relationship, referring to it as a true love affair. Tony reassured viewers that Marlo would return for the campaign. The Thanks and Giving campaign, which helps raise funds for the hospital, has been a family tradition for 2 decades. The hospital, founded by Marlo's father, Danny Thomas, in 1962, continues to provide world-class care for children battling diseases, with no charge to their families. During his interview, Tony also reflected on the incredible impact St. Jude has had since its founding, noting how his father would be amazed to see the hospital's growth. He acknowledged the hospital's humble beginnings when it struggled to pay doctors and scientists, yet now it stands as a hope for families needing treatment. Through this difficult time, Marlo finds solace in the memory of the love she shared with Phil and the ongoing mission to help needy children. Her strength and commitment to her father's legacy are a testament to her enduring spirit, and her return to the campaign next year will undoubtedly be a decisive moment for all who know and love her. But beyond her personal journey, how has Marlo's view on life shaped the bold choices she's made? An intriguing philosophy. Marlo has always embraced a philosophy of living life on her terms. This mindset was evident during her role in the sitcom, That Girl. She reflected on how groundbreaking the show was, emphasizing that it showcased a young woman moving to a city to live independently, which hadn't been done on television before. At the time, many doubted the show's potential for success because it didn't fit the conventional mold. Yet, when That Girl aired, it became a hit, resonating with viewers nationwide. As the show's producer, Thomas had significant control over its direction, and one of her key decisions was ensuring that the series finale didn't end with Anne getting married. Instead, the final episode featured Anne attending a women's liberation meeting with her boyfriend Donald. Thomas explained that at that point in her life she wasn't ready for marriage and didn't want to imply that marriage was the only happy ending for women. She wanted her character's journey to reflect the idea that there are many ways to find happiness. In 1980, Thomas eventually married talk show host Phil Donahue at 42. She described their relationship as nutritious, meaning it adds value to her life in many ways, from constant communication to shared moments like cooking, walking, and watching movies together. Their companionship, she shared, was like oxygen to her, vital and sustaining. One of her proudest achievements is the creation of Domino's Village, a facility designed to house families of children undergoing treatment. Thomas played an active role in the design process, helping to create apartments, a cafeteria, and play areas for the children. When it comes to her mental well-being, Marlo remains grounded. She works out 5 days a week, enjoys walks in Central Park with her golden retriever Charlie, and finds peace outdoors. She explained that nature always helps her feel better, particularly when feeling down. Thomas also emphasized the importance of not being affected by negative comments on social media. She recalled a moment when people assumed her husband had undergone surgery based on a photo she posted. But she stood firm in her belief that people should be free to do as they wish with their bodies. Thomas has always prioritized living authentically and encourages others to do the same. She believes in allowing people to live without judgment, whether about their appearance, relationships, or life choices. Her philosophy is simple yet powerful. Let people live as they choose, and focus on your happiness and growth. While many respected and loved her, Marlo had her fair share of criticism and controversies. What are some of the controversies that she found herself in? Beauty secrets or surgical enhancements. Marlo Thomas recently captured the public's attention with noticeable changes in her appearance, sparking speculation about potential plastic surgery. While she has not publicly confirmed or addressed these rumors, the evolving nature of her look has led to ongoing discussions, making her appearance a popular topic of interest. Born in 1937, Marlo comes from a family deeply entrenched in entertainment and philanthropy. Her father, Danny Thomas, was a beloved comedian and actor who founded St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, a legacy Marlo continues to champion as a key figure in the hospital's mission. Her mother, Rose Marie Casaniti, was an active philanthropist, supporting her husband's charitable endeavors while contributing to the community. Throughout her career, Marlo has built a remarkable reputation in entertainment and philanthropy, Despite being in the public eye for decades, the curiosity about her appearance has become more pronounced as time passes. Each year, her looks have sparked conversations, with many speculating about the possibility of cosmetic procedures such as facelifts, eyelid surgeries, rhinoplasties, Botox, and facial fillers. While the possibility of plastic surgery is often discussed among public figures, Marlo Thomas has yet to discuss or confirm any cosmetic enhancements openly. Her youthful appearance has fueled speculations, but it's essential to approach these discussions with care and respect. Cosmetic surgery is a deeply personal choice, and unless Marlo herself provides clarity, these conversations remain speculative at best. In the world of cosmetic enhancements, procedures like facelifts, rhinoplasty, and eyelid surgery are increasingly popular. Many seek to maintain a youthful appearance as they age. Cosmetic surgery tourism has grown significantly, with cities like Dubai becoming well-known destinations for individuals seeking breast augmentation, liposuction, and hair transplants. Many see these changes as a way to preserve youthful energy and enhance one's features. However, it's crucial to remember that speculating about someone's appearance should be handled with sensitivity and respect, especially regarding such intimate decisions. Marlo Thomas has contributed significantly to the entertainment world and the betterment of society, particularly through her work with St. Jude. Instead of focusing on her looks, it's more important to celebrate her immense impact on both the entertainment industry and the countless children and families helped by St. Jude. Ultimately, as the conversations about Marlo Thomas's appearance continue to circulate, we should respect her privacy and her personal choices, whatever they may be. Instead of reducing her to a figure of speculation, we should embrace her for her inspiring work throughout her life, fostering a positive and supportive environment in the public eye. Could Marlo Thomas's stunning transformation hide a deeper story the public hasn't heard? And has the beloved star managed to escape the controversies that haunt so many celebrities? Or is there more beneath the surface? Share your thoughts in the comments section, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing videos. Also, click on the next video on your screen. You will enjoy it.